Yes, double Y, and welcome to my channel, Sky Explains It All. As you can see in the title, today I'm going to be restyling Disney princesses. This is going to be a 3-part series on restyling the 12 official Disney princesses. For each character, I'm going to style them in 3 different looks. The first look will be based off their first outfit we see in the beginning of their films, more than everyday sort of outfit. The second will be a modern interpretation of their official Disney gowns. I styled them with the idea that they are all attending an after party. Think the Vanity Fair Oscar party, but for Disney princesses. The third and final look will be based off their official Disney gowns as well, but it will be based in a more formal fashion, as if the girls are attending a royal ball. In the first part of this series, I have restyled Snow White, Cinderella, and Aurora. Before we start, I would like to give a quick shout out to the channels Chai Tea, Mina, Shanspeare, and ModernGurlz. Their videos on this sort of content encouraged me to start this series. I was one of those people who was on Polyvore all the time, making outfits, and I just love film and costume design, but I didn't realize there was an audience that would be interested in that sort of content, which is silly when I think about it, because I definitely was not the only one on Polyvore. Anyway, I don't mean to go off on a tangent, I just think it would be in poor taste to go without mentioning them. Now, with all that being said, let's get right into these looks, starting off with Snow White. First up, we have Snow White of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The film premiered in 1937 and was Walt Disney Studios' first animated feature film. For the outfit, I chose this white puff sleeve blouse. I wanted the blouse to have a relaxed fit so that the look comes off more casual. I paired the blouse with a pair of wide-leg jeans with distressed/bleached cuffs. We see Snow White cleaning often, and I thought that jeans with the bleached bottom could play into this idea that she cleans so much her clothes start to get bleached. Also, I chose denim because not only does it have a more casual look, but because it has durability. Snow White enjoys hobbies like cleaning, cooking, and picking flowers, so it makes sense to give her something she can move around in without worrying about causing a tear. Over the blouse, I paired it with this robe-length top from the Morning Fall-Winter 2020 collection. I chose it because it has a ribbon bow closure, similar to the bow we see on Snow White's outfit in the film, but mainly it's a reference to her skirt. The top has that similar look of different fabric being stitched together like we see in her patchwork skirt. As for shoes, I did want to keep her in clogs, but I opted for red instead of that tan brownish color. It gives a nice pop of color and also refers back to the whole thing of her lips being red as the rose, as well as the red apple she ends up taking a bite out of later on in the film. Now for look number 2, I was inspired by 1980s fashion, specifically the more alternative sector of fashion during that time. The story of Snow White is incredibly grim, but check out these clips and you guys will see what I mean.
You will kill her. Bring back her heart. Sleeping dead.
So yeah, Snow White is kind of hardcore. Back into the actual styling, I did keep in mind that Snow White is 14 years old. I didn't want to put her in anything inappropriate for a literal child, and I thought this dress from Jean-Paul Gaultier's Spring 2020 collection would work perfectly. The color of royal blue the dress is made out of plays to Snow White's station in that she is royalty. The sweetheart neckline is a reference to her kind and loving nature. The tulle underlay of the dress gives it a more of a girly flair. And in the movie, we see her wearing a cape, so I thought we could layer a jacket over the dress. I chose the leather spiked motorcycle jacket from the Philip Plein collection. The jacket, I like it because it has these like blue and red patches on it that reference the red slits and her blue puff sleeves on her dress. For shoes, I'd have her in the Marc Jacobs DD platforms. She needs an edgy shoe to go with that jacket, and the two work together perfectly. I saw her having a handbag, and I chose the medium heart bag from Escada. The bag is a reference back to the chest the evil queen orders the huntsman to put Snow White's heart in. Morbid, I know. She'd probably carry Tide pens, little candies, and hand sanitizer with her all the time. At least that's what I think. Underneath her dress, I paired some black opaque tights with a red seam going up the back to tie into the jacket and the purse. Overall, the look is tough but feminine. For Snow White to have gone through what she has, I just thought that she'd be one tough cookie, but she wouldn't allow that to change her kind heart. For the last look, I knew the exact dress that she would wear. It's Zac Posen's royal blue taffeta gown from the 2015 Resort collection. I wanted to stick with the royal blue color, but I love that the dress has like this kind of like goth architecture vibe to it. Like it was made for like a pop, goth, rocker princess, which is befitting because Rihanna wore this dress back at the first annual Diamond Ball. And if you remember, Rihanna in the 2000s had that whole like pop star meets like rocker look, but make it more mainstream, which is really cute. And that's the vibe I was going for. I put her in a pair of suede mesh Louboutin pumps that are the exact shade of the dress. For an accessory, I found a pair of 18 karat gold, heart, and crown diamond clip-on earrings. Again, the earrings are a play on the heart chest. Overall, I think that I gave her some cute looks. Like I said, she's 14, so I kept that in mind. And I wanted to like make her like a cute, cool, mainstream rocker girl, I guess. Cinderella was released in 1950 and is probably one of the most popular rags to riches stories. For Cinderella's outfit, I was influenced by 1970s fashion, specifically Jackie Hart in that 70s show played by Mila Kunis. During the film, we see that Cinderella has a fashion form, as well as a pattern book and other sewing supplies. That led me to this idea Cinderella would be someone who loves fashion and therefore loves to play with different fabrics and textures, and that reflect in her own personal style. I have her wearing a blue cashmere and wool puff sleeve sweater by Diane von Furstenberg. I layered a leather bustier from Todd's over the sweater to add dimension as well as reference a strong protective exterior Cinderella has had to have from living in such a toxic environment, much like Snow White. For bottoms, I found this tartan pattern asymmetric skirt from Magie Paris. The slits in the skirt keep it from being too mature since Cinderella is 19 years old, but it also is a reference to when Drusilla and Anastasia tore Cinderella's dress that she and the mice made and the birds when it was torn to shreds. In my mind, she took that awful event, I would even say traumatic, and found a way to incorporate it into her personal style and make it something beautiful. For shoes, I chose a pair of tan knee-high boots from Michael Kors to complement the bustier and gave her a blue chiffon scrunchie to wear in her hair. I see her hair being styled in a similar fashion to how Catherine Deneuve would wear her hair in the 1960s. Look number 2, I definitely went all in. I see her wearing this dress by Versace. It's their silver metal dress from the Fall/Winter 2020 collection. Cinderella is meant to have a head-turning dress, so it was important to me to have her in something extremely flashy, and it wouldn't be a Cinderella dress without the sparkly factor, so we have that there too. The exaggerated hips on the dress are a nod to her original gown. As far as shoes go, we all know that Cinderella's shoe game must be absolutely impeccable, so I found a pair of silver slingback pumps from Aquazzura. They have the sparkle that Cinderella is known for and ties into the dress. I see her having a handbag, so because I'm extra, I chose the Hermes Birkin Ginza Tanaka handbag. It's made of platinum and made with over 2,000 diamonds. The bag has a diamond strap and it can be worn as a bracelet or even a necklace. Since the bag is able to transform, it reminds me of Cinderella's transformation, with her rags going to this beautiful ball gown, the pumpkin into a carriage, the mice into horses. So it plays into that whole, transformative factor. I should probably mention, this bag is $1.9 million. Is it practical? No. Is it realistic? Probably not. But then again, neither is dancing around in glass slippers all night or a pumpkin turning into a carriage. For the last look, it was super important for me to find a gown that is out of this world, and I wasn't really finding much that caught my eye until I thought of looking for wedding gowns instead. That led me to this gorgeous bridal gown by Zuhair Murad from the Fall/Winter 2020 Couture collection. This picture alone doesn't do it justice, so just check out this clip real quick. All I can say is
talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular.
The color scheme is referential to Cinderella's original gown, but it also pays homage to Drew Barrymore's dress in Ever After a Cinderella Story as Danielle. I think the colors are very similar. Plus, it has a cape, which reminded me of Gemma Craven's outfit that she wears in Cinderella. Well, it's called The Slipper and the Rose. She plays Cinderella. And I think it'd be a nice touch to pay homage to some of the other interpretations of Cinderella throughout this film when recreating this outfit. For shoes, I chose a pair of silver glass slipper pumps from Mina Muadad. I'm sorry, I know I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but I just couldn't figure out how to say it correctly. These shoes are simple but not understated. In this look, I wanted the star of the show to be the gown. Aurora is the protagonist in Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty that was released in 1959. For the outfit, I chose a fitted long-sleeve ivory top with a lettuce edge on the sleeves. I layered a pink floral corset from the Fenty Puma collection. The corset's floral design references her upbringing in the woods, plus the pink is also a shadow to the pink dress she wears later on in the film. I chose a military green skirt from the Tom Ford Autumn/Winter 2020 collection. Her outfit, I incorporated a lot of earth tones because, like I stated earlier, she was raised in the woods, and I think she would be inspired by her surroundings. I also opted for a midi-length skirt because it would simply be easier for her to get around in on those days she wanders through the forest to pick berries. As far as shoes went, she needed something comfortable and super casual. I went with a pair of high-top ivory Converse. In the movie, she walks around barefoot, so I wanted shoes to be a nude color for her skin tone to kind of play onto that. I thought I'd also give her a bag because she carries a basket in the movie. I chose the Hermes picnic bag. Overall, for her look, I kind of went for like cottagecore meets tomboy. Outfit number 2, which is my absolute favorite outfit out of all the ones I've created in this video. I chose the pink dress/pants set from the Chanel Couture Spring collection from 2003. Obviously, the choice in color is referencing her original dress. I wasn't sure for this outfit if I wanted pink or blue, which is kind of funny because in the film her dress goes back and forth between pink and blue. The animators weren't able to decide on which color they wanted her final dress to be. I even thought of possibly going for purple since, if I'm correct, which I think I am, pink and blue make purple. I honestly think that pink, blue, or even purple would work well for this look, but I just ended up deciding on pink. If I'm going to give my opinion though, as far as the movie goes, I think they should have chosen blue. It made her pop, and I think the pink kind of washed her out. I wanted the flowers on this pant dress set to refer back to when the fairies thought they should turn Aurora into a flower to protect her from Maleficent's curse. The sparkle, the glitter, and the glitz, and even the butterflies is referential to Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, the fairies that raised her. And there are people that believe butterflies are actually fairies, so I thought that kind of be a cute reference to the ladies that raised her. For shoes, I picked a pair of mesh nude kitten heels with tie-up laces. The crystals on the shoe tie into the dress/pant set. I kept with nude again to refer back to her walking around barefoot. Plus, a kitten heel just seems more logical. A girl that walks around barefoot or even in Converse, I don't see in like a 6-inch stiletto heel. Now for the final look of this video, I think Aurora would dress for an official ball by wearing something that's just pretty. What I mean by that is she's lived her entire life in the woods, and now all of a sudden she's royalty, and there are certain protocols and guidelines that she has to like look a certain way. So in her mind, her thought process of wearing something formal is to choose something that's pretty. As time progresses, I'm sure she would develop her own personal style. And I should have mentioned, I've definitely taken liberties when styling like their formal outfits because I have a feeling in a lot of modern monarchs today that some of these, or even all of them, wouldn't pass, but like this is just for fun. The pink dress is from Mark Baumgartner's Fall Winter 2018-2019 collection. The flowers again refer back to her almost being turned into a flower. The V neckline is inspired by the neckline of her original dress in the movie. I also think a mid-ankle dress that has that A-line silhouette would be perfect because since the movie came out in 1959, I just think it would be a cool way to call back to the decade the film came out in. For shoes, I stuck with a kitten heel again. They're a pair of pale pink satin Manolo Blahniks. The color of the shoes match the same shade of pink that the roses are in the dress. I would, however, change the silver crystal buckle detail to a pale gold to complement her gold accessories I put her in. Instead of a necklace that she wears, I went with a pair of gold diamond drop earrings from David Yurman. I really wanted her to have a tiara still, so I found this 25 karat diamond and gold tiara that just screams royalty to me. Well, dollface, that brings us to the end of the first part of this series. If you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate you leaving a like, as well as a comment. Let me know which looks for your favorite, and also, what color do you think Aurora's final dress should have been in the film? Part 2 is on its way, and that will focus on Ariel from The Little Mermaid, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a dreamy day. Bye!